You hear about the same names: Oprah, Jay-Z, Rihanna. But what about the rest? What about the real money? The silent moguls, the global black dynasties building power from Lagos to London, from Atlanta to Accra. This is black wealth you've probably never heard of, and it's deeper, broader, and richer than you ever imagined. Let's talk about the top 25 richest black people and families you don't see in the headlines, but absolutely should. Number 1. Aliko Dangote, Nigeria. Net worth: 14 to 17 billion. You've heard the name, but most don't understand the scale. Aliko Dangote is not just Africa's richest man, he's one of the most powerful industrialists in the world. His company, Dangote Group, touches nearly every Nigerian home. Dangote Cement is the largest producer of cement in Africa. Dangote sugar, salt, flour mills, and pasta dominate the food sector. His $20 billion oil refinery in Lekki is a game-changer set to make Nigeria self-sufficient in fuel and even become an exporter. He employs over 30,000 people, and his supply chains fuel thousands of small businesses across West Africa. He's not flashy, doesn't chase media headlines, but this is real power. He once said, "I don't want to be on the front pages. I want to be in the back, running things." And about that connection to Davido? False rumor. Davido is a billionaire's son, yes, but from the Adalek dynasty, not the Dangote empire. Still, Dangote is so respected, even Davido name-dropped him in tracks and interviews. That's the level of influence. This is legacy money, infrastructure money, empire-level wealth. Number 2. Mike Adenuga, Nigeria. Net worth: 6 to 7 billion. Industry: telecoms, oil. A reclusive Nigerian tycoon, Adenuga made his first fortune in oil with Conoil. Then he doubled down, launching Globacom, Nigeria's second-largest telecom provider. He lives in Lagos, but flies under the radar. He rarely gives interviews, but his business speaks volumes. Number 3. Abdul Samad Rabiu, Nigeria. Net worth: 5 to 6 billion. Industry: cement, real estate, food. Rabiu founded BUA Group, a conglomerate in cement, sugar refining, and real estate. He's a major player in West African infrastructure and quietly growing faster than even Dangote in certain markets. Think of him as a real estate king and construction czar all in one. Number 4. Robert F. Smith, United States. Net worth: 9 to 11 billion dollars. Industry: private equity. Forget the music charts. Smith plays the billionaire game in private equity. Founder of Vista Equity Partners, he owns over 60 software companies. He's also the guy who wiped out the entire student debt for Morehouse College's 2019 graduating class. A philanthropist and a quiet powerhouse. He's the richest black man in America. Number 5. Patrice Motsepe, South Africa. Net worth: 2.5 to 3 billion. Industry: mining, finance. Motsepe is South Africa's first black billionaire. He founded African Rainbow Minerals and owns stakes in Sanlam, a major financial firm. He's also the president of the Confederation of African Football. Power in business and sports? Check. Number 6. Strive Masayiwa, Zimbabwe. Net worth: 1.5 to 2 billion. Industry: telecom. Tech Strive turned a legal battle with the Zimbabwean government into a multi-billion-dollar telecom empire, Econet Wireless. He's now a philanthropist and a global tech investor, sitting on the boards of Netflix and Unilever. A true African innovator with global reach. Number 7. Folorunsho Alakija, Nigeria. Net worth: 1 billion plus. Industry: oil, fashion, real estate. One of the world's richest black women. She started in fashion designing for Nigerian first ladies, then pivoted to oil. Her company, Famfa Oil, holds lucrative oil drilling licenses in Nigeria. She's proof that luxury and grit can go hand in hand. Number 8. David Steward, United States. Net worth: 5 to 6 billion. Industry: tech, logistics. Steward built Worldwide Technology, a global IT and supply chain company serving Cisco, Dell, and the US government. He started with a $150,000 loan and now runs a company worth over $14 billion in revenue. No fame, no drama, just results. Number 9. Michael Jordan, United States. Net worth: $3 billion. Industry: sports, branding, ownership. He doesn't just sell sneakers. Jordan has investments in NASCAR, sports betting, and the Charlotte Hornets, which he recently sold for billions. He turned his name into a global brand that outlives basketball. Number 10. Isabel dos Santos, Angola. Net worth: 1.5 to 2 billion. Contested. Industry: oil, banking, telecoms. Daughter of Angola's former president, Isabel dos Santos built a vast empire in telecom, banking, and energy. Her holdings stretched from Angola to Portugal until political pressure cracked down on her assets. She remains a symbol of the complexities of wealth and power in post-colonial Africa. Number 11. Michael Lee Chin, Jamaica, Canada. Net worth 1 to 1.5 billion. Industry, finance, investing. Born in Jamaica, Lee Chin became a billionaire through investments and mutual funds. His Portland Holdings Group owns assets across financial services, media, tourism, and more spanning Canada, the Caribbean, and Africa. He's often called the Caribbean Warren Buffett. Number 12. Mo Ibrahim, Sudan, UK. Net worth approximately 1.1 billion. Industry, telecom governance. Ibrahim made his fortune through Keltel, a telecom company that served over 14 African countries. He sold it for $3.4 billion and now focuses on promoting good governance in Africa through the Mo Ibrahim Foundation, a billionaire with a mission, integrity in leadership. Number 13. Sean Jay-Z Carter, United States. Net worth 2.5 to 3 billion. Industry, music, business, investments. Yes, you've heard of Jay-Z, but not like this. He's no longer just a rapper. He's a venture capitalist. He holds stakes in Armand de Brignac, Douce, Uber, and more. From Marcy projects to billion-dollar boardrooms, Hav is proof that ownership is the real flex. Number 14. Rihanna, Barbados, United States. Net worth 1.4 billion. Industry, beauty, fashion. Rihanna made music, but her Fenty Beauty brand 50 Shades of Foundation and a global inclusion revolution made her a mogul. Add Savage X Fenty lingerie and smart brand deals? She's got the formula locked, and she hasn't dropped an album in years. Number 15. LeBron James, United States. Net worth approximately 1.2 billion. Industry, sports, media, real estate. LeBron's business empire includes Spring Hill Company, media, stakes in Blaze Pizza, Fenway Sports Group, and real estate ventures. He's building schools and billion-dollar equity all at once. Number 16. Kanye West, United States. Net worth fluctuating. Net worth ranges between $400 million to $2 billion. Industry, fashion, branding. Despite controversy, Ye turned Yeezy into a billion-dollar brand. His Adidas split lowered his net worth, but his IP, music rights, and independent ventures keep him in the upper echelon. A controversial genius with billion-dollar instincts. Number 17. Tony Elumelu, Nigeria. Net worth approximately 700 million to 1 billion. Industry, banking, energy. Elumelu chairs Heirs Holdings and the United Bank for Africa, UBA. He also runs Transcorp and the Tony Elumelu Foundation, which has empowered over 15,000 African entrepreneurs. He's not just rich, he's building an entire ecosystem. Number 18. Richelieu Dennis, Liberia, United States. Net worth approximately 300 to 500 million. Industry, beauty, investment. Founder of Shea Moisture, he sold it to Unilever and created the New Voices Fund to support Black women entrepreneurs. Dennis is part of a growing Black investment renaissance centered on ownership and equity. Number 19. Bozoma St. John, United States/Ghana. Net worth approximately $350 million. Brand valuation, industry, marketing, business. She's the mastermind behind global marketing campaigns for Apple Music, Uber, and Netflix. Bozoma isn't a traditional billionaire, but her influence and branding genius are priceless in today's market. Number 20. Case Lukman Lawal, Nigeria, United States. Net worth approximately $500 million. Industry, oil, chemicals. Lawal is the CEO of Camex Holdings, an energy and chemical powerhouse with operations in Africa and the US. He's one of the few Nigerian-born moguls operating successfully in Houston's energy scene. Number 21. Uzo Oshogwe, Nigeria. Net worth estimated approximately $400 million. Industry, real estate managing director of Afroland Properties. Uzo is reshaping Nigeria's commercial property space. As one of the few women at the top of African real estate, she's creating space for wealth, literally. Number 22. Rasak Okoya, Nigeria. Net worth approximately 300 to 500 million. Industry, manufacturing, real estate. The 84-year-old tycoon built Eleganza Group, a household product empire in Nigeria. He owns massive estates and represents old money Lagos style. Number 23. Bridget Radaby, South Africa. Net worth approximately 200 to 300 million. Industry, mining. Founder of Emakau Mining. Radaby is one of the most powerful Black women in Africa's mining industry. She's also married to South Africa's energy minister. Talk about influence on all sides. Number 24. Don Peebles, United States net worth, approximately $700 million industry, real estate one of the richest black developers in America. From Miami to DC to NYC, Peebles builds luxury skyscrapers and fights for equity in the overwhelmingly white world of commercial real estate. Number 25. Adebayo Ogunlesi, Nigeria, United States net worth, approximately 600 to 900 million industry, finance, infrastructure. Ogunlesi runs Global Infrastructure Partners, managing billions in energy, transport, and airports including London Gatwick. The man is literally in control of who takes off and lands. There are black heirs and heiresses living quietly with trust funds, old land wealth, oil stakes, and real estate empires across the diaspora. Just because they're not in Forbes doesn't mean they're not wealthy. This isn't about celebrities, it's about ownership, legacy, influence, power that doesn't need a spotlight. So now you know, black wealth is bigger than you've been told. And it's just getting started. Which name surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to know. Black excellence is global, silent, and unstoppable.